way to play with paper. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new and you're just seeing this video, I'm honored that you picked our little corner to hang out in. And I say our because all of my subscribers and my members over on the Facebook group of Ginger's Corner, you guys are like family to me, and I adore you all. I do. For all of you that have been with me for a long time, hi. I'm glad you're here today. Let's have some fun and hopefully nothing crazy happens. I don't know. It's been a while since we've had really crazy, so we're due, right? Anytime now. So I'm just going to go flying across. All right, we're doing the quilt block series. This is the second video in this addition to it. I've done it in the past. We're adding on to it this year, where we take quilt blocks and we put them onto paper and make beautiful scrapbooking layouts. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. It was very simple. Today's is going to be another version of that, yet it will look totally different. It will. So, we're going to get a little more complicated. The first 2 or 3, like I said, are going to be easy. So let's just get into it and have some fun. I'll show you an example at the end. At the end of all the videos here, I will do another little giveaway, and we'll talk about that here in a bit. All right, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. A quilter thinks in squares and triangles. Whenever you see a pattern, you start breaking that pattern apart into squares, triangles, sometimes a rectangle. Usually a rectangle is cut in half and made into 2 squares in a quilter's mind. That's just, it comes automatically. You don't even realize you're doing it. And this is no different, and I'm going to show you. So step 1 is that we need to create squares that have circles cut out of them. Now I am doing this with another 2x2. All right, and all I have done, oh, and I am using my paper pads up this time. Usually I use scraps. I'm using up paper pads. I talked about that yesterday. So when you do this, you want to have your circle as close to the center of the square as you can. So to do that, I use my T-square. A regular ruler would work too. This is just what's on my desk, right? As my friend Terry calls it, the invisible ruler, because it's clear. And what you want to do is you kind of want to be in the middle. We've got a 2-inch square, and then you would mark with a pencil where that line is, and then you would turn it and or your ruler and do the same thing so that you can have somewhat of an idea of where that center is, right? So you know it's going to be within that. And then you're going to punch one out and then use that as a template. Okay, once you get that, you would punch it out. Okay, you would put your little, this is how I do it. You could use a die as well, and you punch it out. Well, once you do one, you don't need to do everything. That's time consuming. So as I tell my kids, work smarter, not harder. Yeah, my dad used to say that. So then you would line this up, you would trace it, and then you would sit here and you would punch them all out. Okay, now for a 2x2 square, you would do this you would need 4 of each pattern. Now you can mix and match. You could do this larger scale. You could do this whatever you want. I will tell you this. If you do a 2-inch square, you want a 1-inch punch. If you're doing a 4-inch square, you're going to want a 2-inch circle, all right, to make it look right. You could change your mind and you could try it other ways, but here's the food for thought, right? You could do this with hearts, a 1-inch heart. You could do it with a star. You could do this in many, many, many different ways. Don't limit yourself to this because we're playing with paper, not fabric, so it's easier, but it's the same concept, 100%, okay? Now, so then we would take these, you could ink these just as well, and you'll see on my example layout that I did, and you're gonna do every other one. Now, you're gonna probably think, how am I gonna have it line up? Well, you're gonna put a 2-inch square here, and then we're gonna actually use this. Now, when I do this, I usually just take a white piece of scrap paper and make a 2-inch template, okay? So then you're just gonna keep on going. We're gonna do our template. Oh, I got a little something on my thing here. And then now you would put temporary adhesive for these, okay? Then I would go like this. Now, once we have those down, we're gonna take our ruler and we kind of, the edge, it's a 2-inch square, right? Our ruler is 1 inch wide. So what we want to do to put these in the right spot, we are going to simply, come on Ginger, get it on here right. Okay, we'll want this, see this is from 2 to 4, that's 2 inches. So we want this to be about half of the circle to be underneath our ruler. That's where that goes. Then we would do the same thing here, right? That's how we're gonna make sure that they're lined up. Now, yes, we are eyeballing it, but you're not gonna get it so off that it matters, 100%. It's not. Whoops, I'm doing this. Am I doing this right? I am not doing this right. I have to look at my example over here. Oh, okay, we're okay. We're okay. Mayday. Actually, you want to alternate these. So I would want this to go over here, maybe. If I can get it on here, I'm holding it too hard. Do as I say, not as I do. And you also want that 1 inch to be kind of in the middle. So like, because we're going from 12 to 10, we would want the 11 to kind of be in the center of this, right? Okay. So you would do that for each line, and or you could go this way. Same deal, right? The edge of our paper. And, oh, this is hard to do without them already down. I'm trying to give these away later, all right? So then you would go like this. We would have this, and I'm just gonna eyeball this real quick, but that's how you would do that, all right? Like that. We would go like this. We're just gonna put these on here and make a pattern, okay? And it'll make more sense in my example. But you would use your ruler for each one. This is where your time in your layout is going, right? So then we're gonna have another one here, here, here. Starting to come together now. We've got one here, okay? Let's see here. Have to think, smarter than the paper, Ginger, smarter than the paper. Do I not have the right number of these? What am I doing wrong here? Y'all, what's happening? Here we go. I can do this. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be one of those days. Oh, see, I told you this about something was gonna happen. Oh, look, I can put a puzzle together. Go me. Okay, there we go. So that would be what you would do. You would line it up. Again, you would take your ruler, you would make sure all these were where they need to be. That's the one thing fun about doing 2 inch is I can just use my ruler and I get more paper on there. When you do it this particular pattern and bigger, maybe not so much. Now, you could put a border strip across here. Here, let's what do we got in my little Pringles can I got up here? I do have this. So you could put a border across here, which would work perfectly. You could use this as your title. You could put down photos, all of that good stuff. Let me show you my example. All right. This is my example. You'll see I did ink all of my circles, all of my squares, and then I took the leftovers of this paper pad because I only needed 1 strip papers, and I will send these because instead of doing the base page for the winner at the drawing at the end of this, I am going to just give you the parts that you'll get all of those cut out parts I was just playing with and these extras, and I made strips and added 1 extra paper pattern because I love that his shirt was a plaid. So then I took the border strip and look, you can see this. Basically, I'm making my own background. That's all I'm doing. You could use scraps to do this. You don't have to do the 6x6. I'll put close-ups of this. I hope you guys enjoy it. This has always been a popular series. I love taking quilt blocks and doing that. There is actually a name for this. I have to think of what it was. Oh, I'll put it in the description. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I will put the name of this block in the description. I hope you guys will join me tomorrow. We've got a few more to do. I would love it. Love it. I cannot express this enough. If you decide to do this, come on over to Ginger's Corner and post what you made with this particular quilt block, tag me in it. I would love to see it. I miss a lot of the posts because the page is so active. If you haven't joined Ginger's Facebook group for Ginger's Corner, come on over, answer the 3 questions. We have very, very simple rules. We just basically be kind. There's no wrong way. Give and receive with a loving heart. And you might decide to join a embellishment swap too. So definitely come and join us. You guys like this? This was from the 3 Wishes game. Somebody sent me this beautiful title. Isn't it gorgeous? All right, enough. I'm done rambling. You guys be blessed. Join me tomorrow. I hope I wasn't confusing. I feel like I was. If I was, I'm sorry. Ask questions. I always answer. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.